The man had just gotten into his car. As he adjusted the rearview mirror, he had no idea his living doll was hiding in the back seat. Without warning, the doll slipped a plastic bag over its owner's head, trying to suffocate him. Convinced it simply wasn't pulling hard enough, the doll tightened the bag even more. But there was one thing it hadn't considered. Humans can breathe through their mouths, too. Its assassination attempt failed miserably. To make things worse, the owner casually removed the bag, leaving the doll feeling completely humiliated. Furious, the doll decided to switch targets. This time, it would go after the owner's sister. Grabbing an oversized knife, it charged toward her without hesitation, but before it could do anything, she kicked it across the room with one powerful strike. The doll was left dizzy and completely disoriented. Just then, the younger sister, who was taking a shower, heard the noise and called out, "What's going on out there?" The doll's eyes lit up. It quickly picked up a rice cooker and quietly crept toward the bathroom door. The moment the door opened, both of them froze. The doll stared at the rice cooker in confusion. A few awkward seconds later, it realized it had forgotten to plug it in. Embarrassed, it quietly turned around and walked away. After failing twice, the doll became so frustrated that it repeatedly slammed its own head against the wall. But then, a new plan came to mind. It covered a welcome mat with sharp nails and carefully placed it outside the door. Next, it scattered dozens of marbles across the floor. To lure someone over, it smashed a drinking glass, filling the house with the sound of breaking glass. The doll hid nearby, eagerly waiting for its victim. Hearing the noise, the younger sister opened the door, but instead of stepping on the trap, she accidentally swept all the marbles aside with the door. Another perfect plan. Ruined. Running out of ideas, the doll prepared one final attack. While the family sat together watching TV, it secretly positioned a loaded crossbow behind its owner. Certain this plan couldn't fail, the doll hid behind a corner and pulled the trigger. A loud scream echoed through the house. The doll practically jumped with excitement and rushed over to admire its success. But when it arrived, its owner was completely unharmed. The crossbow had fallen onto the floor, and the arrow had missed entirely, embedding itself in the ceiling. The scream hadn't come from the attack at all. The woman had simply discovered that the family cat had left a mess in the living room. As everyone began scolding the poor cat, the doll couldn't stand watching its furry friend get blamed. It stepped forward, pointed at the mess, and proudly confessed, "I did it." Unfortunately, that decision turned out to be the biggest mistake it had made all day.